Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we're going to crack our first collector booster box of March of the Machine. Can't wait to do this. I've been super excited to have another chance at serialized cards. So with that, let's get to slicing and go through the box, and then we'll cover the full MTG box analysis at the end. Now, all the prices that you're going to see on this screen, as well as during the MTG box analysis, are all going to be pre-release pricing, because of course I'm opening this up before the set is officially released this coming Friday. So keep that in mind. Traditionally with Magic sets, we see a 40 to 60% drop off of the pre-release price within the first 30 days. So as we crack these things open, the prices on the screen are likely not going to hold. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, pack number one. If I can get these open, I have seen a lot of people struggle with these, and there's the potential for some extremely valuable cards, so you don't want to mess them up. All right, so we are going to see a Wildwood Escort, followed by a Traumatic Revelation. Then we're going to see a regular Swamp with a Realmbreaker's Grasp, followed by a Bonded Herd Beast, which flips over into a Plated Kiln Beast. Then we're going to see the one uncommon that's currently, at least at pre-release, valued over $1, and that's Surge of Salvation. And that's going to bring us to a Nezumi Freewheeler with a Full Art Swamp. And we're going to see our first battle, and it is going to be Invasion of Chandalar coming in. Very cool. And that flips over into the Leyline Surge. Then we're going to see the Zhalfir Singer, followed by a Nesting Dovehawk coming in from the Commander subset. And then we're going to see Shauna Sisay's Legacy, followed by a Halo foil, just an uncommon, Jury Master of Review. Very cool though, just the way that kind of swirls through there, very nice. And then we're going to see Ozolith, the Shattered Spire, coming in foil extended art. And behind that, we're going to see a Grimgrin Corpseborn coming in as a mythic from the Multiverse Legend series with a treasure token and a spirit. All right, so let's see if I can't, I don't know, come up with some sort of piling here. Let's go ahead and track our mythics. We'll just do a mythic pile and a rare pile, and then maybe a commander and a halo foil. We'll see how that works out for us. They really did a number on the glue on these and the structure of the pack. So resealing should not be a problem, because I don't think anyone's going to be able to do that. All right, so this one starts off with an Octopus Whelp, followed by a Burning Sun's Fury. Then we've got ourselves a Plains with an Iridescent Blade Master, a Final Flourish. Then we're going to see a Copperhost Crusher, followed by an Invasion of Xerax. Then we got ourselves the Full Art Island with Quintoris Lore Master coming in from the main set as our rare. And then we're going to see Rona, Herald of Invasion from the main set in Showcase. Rona does flip over. I have not seen Rona yet, to Rona Tolarian Obliterator. Then we get the Fire Main Commando. I believe this card is going to hold some value from the Commander subset. Followed by Renata, Called to the Hunt. Then we're going to see Rada Coalition Warlord coming in Etched, followed by a Chrome Host Seed Shark in foil extended art, with a Fire Song and Sunspeaker coming in from the Multiverse Legends, with an Elemental and a Vampire token in the back. All right, so that was a non-mythic pack and no Halo foil. The uncommon Halo foils are more common than the rare and mythic, obviously. I'll have some stats for that in the MTG box analysis. So we've got a Thunderhead Squadron, followed by a Volcanic Spite, Ebola Slinger, Preening Champion, Sunder the Gateway, Joyful Storm Sculptor, Merciless Repurposing, followed by a Full Art Forest. Then we're going to see Into the Fire coming in as a rare from the main set, with Rankle and Torben coming in from the main set in Showcase. Very cool. Then we're going to see Excise the Imperfect coming in from Commander with a Rona Shieldred's Faithful, followed by Rona Shieldred's Faithful, this time in etched foil. And then we're going to see Atali Primal Conqueror coming in. Very nice to see that in its brand new Showcase frame. And behind that, we're going to see Azuri Claw of Progress coming in as a mythic. Very nice. And then we get an Incubator with a Phyrexian in the back. So the Multiverse Legends are available in almost every single product. Draft, set, and collector definitely have them. It's a 65 card subset, and they're available in non-foil, traditional foil, halo foil, etched foil, and serialized double rainbow. So the regular cards, there's going to be quite a few of them in circulation and probably won't hold a ton of value, even for some of the rares and mythics. All right, so we've got this one kicks off with a Flittering Gorilla. Then we get a Knight of the New Coalition, a Tenured Oilcaster, an Alabaster Host Sanctifier, a Pyretic Prankster with a Mutagen Connoisseur. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Muraganda coming in as our battle card with a Forest. And then we're going to see Borbigamos and Filbert. Never actually said that word out loud. That's still pretty cool to see it, though. Then we get a Deeproot Wayfinder, followed by a Filigree Vector from Commander, Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. Then we're going to see Shauna Sisay's Legacy coming in etched foil, followed by a Fairy Mastermind. We saw this in our pre-release kit. And then right behind that, we're going to see a foil-etched Mythic Shidrix the Blight Dragon. Very nice to see that. And then we get an Incubator with a Phyrexian in the back. All right, next pack up, pack number 5 here. No serialized cards. They're only in less than 1% of all the packs. So my fingers are not quite crossed. Would it be awesome to see? Absolutely. Do I think we'll see it? Probably not. All right, so we've got a Tranquil Cove, Karsus Depth Guard with an Infected Defector, Vanquish the Weak, an Overgrown Pest, followed by a Streetwise Negotiator. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Kaladesh, followed by Full Art Plains. Then we're going to see Drana and Linvala coming in as our rare from the main set, with a City on Fire, followed by Elenda and Azor coming in from Commander as a mythic hit. And then we're going to see Rayav Mastersmith from the Kaladesh treatment there. And we've got ourselves another Halo foil here. This is Rada Coalition Warlord, so that's our second uncommon Halo foil. And right behind it, we're going to see Kolga and Yadaro coming in that Showcase treatment. Very nice. And then Seizen, Perverter of Truth, coming in the Neon Dynasty or Kamigawa frame with a Monk and a Knight token in the back. All right, last pack in stack number 1. So this is pack number 6. If I can get it open. All right, so this one kicks off with a Blossoming Sands. Then we're going to see a Timberland Ancient, followed by a Seared Barb, or Searing Barb. Then we're going to see a Full Art Mountain here. I don't like that they put lands in the front of the collector boxes. This is a no-no, Wizards. All right, then we get a Phyrexian Archivist, Ramasonian Greatsword, followed by a Halo Forger. Then we're going to see our Full Art Mountain. That I'm okay with. That I expect. It's the break point between the commons, uncommons, and the rares. And that's going to bring us to an Invasion of Ixalan. Very nice. Then we're going to see Drana and Linvana. And then we're going to see Zada Hedron Collider coming in, or Hedron Grinder. Renata, Call to the Hunt, and Etched, with a Bright Palm Soul Awakener foil mythic coming in from Commander. I think that might be a little more rare. And then we're going to see Emery and Lurker of the Lock, with an Incubator and a Phyrexian in the back. So I definitely think the foils from the Commander subset are going to be a little bit more rare as well, although there are quite a few Commander cards available in the Collector Booster product. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so we got a Hanger Scrounger, followed by an Angelic Intervention with an Ichor Shade. And then we've got ourselves a Kithkin Billy Rider Scroll Shift with a Render Inert, a Tandem Takedown. Then we've got ourselves a Full Art Forest with a Transcendent Message coming in from the main set as our rare. And then we're going to see Kroxa and Kunaros coming in as a mythic hit. Very nice to see that. Followed by a Sandstep War Riders from Commander, Finn the Fangbearer, Mr. Poison here. Then we're going to see Valakut, Keeper of the Flame in Etched, with a Vorinclex in foil borderless here. Very nice to see that. Very cool. And then, that, by the way, that flips over into the Great Evolution. Then we're going to see Goreclaw, Terror of Calcisma, with an Incubator and a Phyrexian. So let me just set up some more of our mythics here. Getting quite a few mythics in this particular box. Curious as to see how that will track over time, what the average is. I always include that in the MTG box analysis, and after we've opened up quite a few of these, we'll do a comparative analysis to stack the boxes against each other. Hopefully by then prices will have stabilized and we can see the true value of all the boxes. So we got a Trailblazing Historian, followed by a Scoured Barrens. Then we're going to see a Seed of Hope, an Alabaster Host Intercessor, with a Ferdinand's Favor, Norn's Inquisitor, Sunblessed Guardian, followed by a Full Art Plains. This might be one of my favorite pieces of lands in this set so far that I've seen. And then we're going to see Omnath, Locust of All, coming in. That's effectively the Buy a Box promo, but of course this is just the regular frame. And then we're going to see a Voldarian Thrillseeker with an Elspeth's Talent coming in from Commander. Very bright card there. And then we get Agar, the Freezing Flame, followed by Tiramet, the Chosen from Death, another uncommon in that Halo foil treatment. And then we're going to see a Hoarding Broodlord coming in. And right behind it is going to be Aramexis Slumbering Isle. Very nice in the Etch treatment with an Incubator and a Phyrexian token in the back. I can't imagine there's any tokens that are going to be valued over $1 in the long run. I'm not even going to count them today because there's just silly prices out there, just due to scarcity. So we've got ourselves a Dismal Backwater, a Skittering Surveyor, Eyes of Jin Gitaxis, with an Attentive Sky Warden. Then we're going to see a Flywheel Racer, Marshal of Zalfir, with a Harried Artisan, Full Art Island, and there we go. We got ourselves Elesh Norn coming in from the main set. Fantastic to see that in its foil mythic treatment. I'll go ahead and flip this, and on the back there you can see the Argent etchings coming in. Very nice. Put that in our mythic thank you very much pile. And then we get a Hoarding Broodlord, followed by a Mist Meadow Vanisher from Commander, with a Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive in regular foil, with an Inga Rune Eyes in Etched. And then we've got a Rampaging Raptor with Tessa Karlov coming in. Very nice. And then we've got a Treasure with a Knight token in the back. All right, 3 packs to go here. So it's taken us through 9 of these packs, and we've seen quite a few good cards. We've got Elesh Norn and Vorinclex out there, plus many others. So we got an Assimilate Essence, Gloomfang Marauder, Ren's Resolve, Converter Beast, followed by Tarkir Duneshaper. Then we've got a Fearless Scald, Corruption of Tawashi, Full Art Swamp, Elspeth's Talent again coming in from Commander, this time regular frame foil. And behind that we're going to see a Bloodfeather Phoenix, with a Cutthroat Negotiator, another Commander card. So we doubled up there. Then we get a Freyja Judge of Valor, with Dina Soul Steeper coming in an Etch treatment. And we're going to see Yargle and Multani coming in from Dominaria, with Hirobi Death's Whale coming in. in the back with a first mate Ragavan. Would love to see a real Ragavan, and then we get a Thopter token in the back. All right, 2 packs remaining. All right, this one starts off with a Halo Charred Scab. Then we're going to see a Mirian Bane Splitter, a Jungle Halo, Aspara's Dispersal, Swordsworn Cavalier with a Kami of Whispering Hopes. And then we're going to see an Invasion of New Capenna. I don't think I've seen that one, with a Holy Frazzle Cannon. And then we've got ourselves a Mountain in the back with a Glistening Dawn, followed by Dejuru and Hazaret coming in the Amonkhet frame, followed by a Blight Titan from Commander, Kawinda Pride of Femruf, and then we're going to see Finn the Fangbearer, this time in the Etch treatment, with a Firemane Commando from the Commander set in foil borderless. And we're going to see our first Halo foil rare. It is Artemis, Oracle of Half-Truths. Very cool to see that. And then we're going to see the Incubator Phyrexian in the back. All right, final collector booster pack of this box. What will we see? Let's find out. All right, so we get ourselves a Disturbing Conversion, followed by a Slighted Sentinel. Then we're going to see a Serpent Blade Assailant, a Deadly Derision with a Bloodfell Caves, an Elvish Vatkeeper, followed by an Invasion of Dominaria. Then we've got ourselves Full Art Plains, followed by a Bloodfeather Phoenix, a Bloated Processor, a Mirror Style Master from Commander, with a Modi Celebrant Bounty, this time in foil. And then we've got ourselves Frigga, Judge of Valor, with a Grafted Butcher. And then we got Thalia, Guardian of Thrabian, coming in as our last card with an Incubator and Phyrexian. All right, so give me just a moment. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. In today's analysis, we'll take a look at the set distribution for all 3 of the sets that we can pull cards from in this box. Then we'll compare the cards that we saw in the box to the cards that we were eligible to obtain in the collector booster packs, then examine the set coverage by rarity, and to establish a baseline for value, we'll first analyze the value of the 3 sets and then break down the actual observed value for each in the box. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box, plus 100 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. March of the Machine is broken down into 3 different sets. There's the main 375 card set, a 195 card Multiverse Legends subset, and a 396 card Companion Commander subset. You can see cards from all 3 sets in almost every single booster pack variation available. What's really new and exciting about this set is that there are a total of 35,000 serialized cards up for grabs in collector booster boxes. 2,500 of these are from the main set and are going to be the most sought after. These are the 5 Praetors serialized 1 to 500. These 2,500 cards feature artwork unique to the serialized card, whereas the 32,500 serialized cards from the Multiverse Legends subset feature the same artwork as the non-serialized cards. If you want to know more about the pack eligibility, set distribution, or the odds of pulling a serialized card, I'll put a link to a 7-minute video detailing all of this out at the top of the screen. Now let's jump into the contents of the box by comparing the cards we were eligible to see versus the actual cards we saw in the box. Using this chart, we can see the non-foils we observed from the main set in green, the foils we observed in orange, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we were only eligible to see Showcase, Borderless, Extended Art, and the serialized cards. March of the Machine only features 3 borderless mythics, unlike other recent sets which feature significantly more in this category. In today's box, we saw 5 non-foil Showcase and 7 non-foil Extended Art cards. In the foil space, we saw between 10 and 19 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, plus 4 foil Showcase and 6 foil Extended Art cards. In collector booster packs, the only cards you'll see from the Multiverse Legends subset are the 65 main cards either in foil, etched foil, halo foil, or if you're really lucky, a serialized double rainbow foil. In today's box, we saw between 1 and 3 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic in foil, plus 10 multicolor cards also in foil. We picked up 11 etch foils and 4 cards in the new Halo foil treatment. Unfortunately, we didn't see any of the serialized cards today. In the Commander subset, you can see 18 traditionally framed cards in foil, plus 54 extended art cards either in foil or non-foil. In today's box, we saw 1 traditionally framed foil card, as well as 2 extended art foils, and 12 non-foil extended art cards. Moving into coverage, from the main set, we saw 18% of the showcase cards and 18% of the extended art cards in non-foil. From the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 17% of the etch foils and 6% of the Halo foils. And from the Commander subset, we saw 22% of the extended art cards in non-foil. In the foil space, we saw 115 of the 360 cards from the main set that we were eligible to pull in foil, giving us 32% coverage of the set. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in white with 43% coverage. In the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 21 of the 65 cards in foil, giving us 32% coverage. And in the Commander subset, we saw 3 foils for 5% coverage. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in the non-foil space, we were only eligible to pull rare and mythics. We saw 21 rares for 21% coverage and 3 non-foil mythics for 9% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 56 commons, 37 uncommons, 26 rares for 14% coverage, and 7 foil mythics for 11% coverage. In the etch foil space, we saw 9 uncommons for 45% coverage, a single rare for 3% coverage, and a single mythic for 7% coverage. In the Halo foil space, we saw 3 uncommons for 15% coverage and a single rare for 3% coverage. This means that we saw a combined 49 rares and 11 mythics in these 12 packs. It's important to note that every single collector booster box of March of the Machine will always contain a combination of either 60 rares and or mythics. The ratio of rares and mythics is likely to vary box to box, but for the first time, the quantity of 5 per pack is static. Before we take a look at the value in today's collector booster box, let's review the value of the cards in each of the sets. This chart shows all the cards from the main March of the Machine set using non-foil market prices as of April 17th, 2023. Keep in mind that all the values from this point forward are going to be pre-release prices and are likely to change as more and more of the set is opened and put into circulation. Currently, there are 14 cards valued over $10. The top 3 are going to be the Showcase Elish Norn, valued at $20.70, the Standard Frame Elish Norn, valued at $22.84, and the Borderless Ren and Realmbreaker, valued at $23.82. The set also features 16 cards currently valued between $5 and $10, and 59 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 271 cards in the set are currently valued under $1. And here's a look at the value that we saw from the main set in today's box. We ended up seeing 3 cards from the main set valued over $10. They were the Showcase Foil Vorinclex, valued at $11.79, the Foil Borderless Fairy Mastermind, valued at $16.44, and the Standard Frame Elish Norn in foil, valued at $23.70. We also picked up 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 24 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 99 cards from the main set were valued less than $1. And here's a look at the value of the cards in the Multiverse Legends subset. Currently, there are 44 cards valued over $10, with the most sought after being the Foil Etch Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, valued at $86.75, the Atraxa Praetor's Voice in the new Halo foil treatment, valued at $122.28, and the Ragavan Nimble Pilferer in Halo foil showcase, valued at $260.74. The subset also features 20 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 51 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 80 cards are currently valued under $1. And here's a look at the value that we saw from the Multiverse Legends subset in today's box. We only saw 1 card valued over $10, and it was the Skithiryx, the Blight Dragon. And yes, I know I totally butchered it during the pack opening, so be kind in the comments. Unfortunately, we didn't see any cards valued between $5 and $10 in the subset, but we did pick up 8 cards, including 1 etch foil and 2 Halo foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 27 cards that we pulled from the Multiverse Legends subset are currently valued less than $1. Finally, here's a look at the cards that you can pull from the Commander subset in the Collector Booster Pack. As you'd expect, the majority of the value is going to be inside the Extended Art card category. With 2 of these cards valued over $10, being the Bitterthorn Nissus Animus at $11.31 and Begin the Invasion at $11.71. There's also 7 extended art cards valued between $5 and $10. Currently, all of the standard frame commander cards that you can pull from a collector booster pack, as well as 39 of the extended art cards, are valued between $1 and $5. The other 6 extended art cards are currently valued less than $1. Unfortunately, in today's collector box, we didn't see either of the high dollar commander cards. We did, however, pull 4 of the commander cards valued between $5 and $10, plus 10 cards valued between $1 and $5, and a single card valued under $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from my local game store during Friday Night Magic for $239.99. The current market price for these boxes as of April 17th, 2023 is $209 even. Today's collector booster box contained 12 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing us to see a total of 180 cards. The 12 tokens that we saw currently do not have a market value, so we'll be skipping them for today. The 15 basic lands that we saw are valued at $3.64. The 56 commons that are currently valued at $22.20. The 49 uncommons in the box are currently valued at $23.04, and the 49 rares have a current market value of $130.75. Finally, the 11 mythics are valued at $89.66. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $286.25 in pre-release market prices, which is a gain of $46.26 over the price I paid, which means that this box is currently returning 119% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 30 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $183.47, which means that those 30 cards represent 64% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to all of the channel members. Your support helps fund this operation and allows me to create the content that you all enjoy. If you're not yet a channel member, I invite you to consider becoming one. By joining, you'll gain early access to videos and many other perks. If you're interested in supporting the channel but don't want to become a member, there are several other ways that you can show your support. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue with the channel. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, do something amazing.